Now, we'll show you how to install the next post anchor down the line. The first thing we'll do is attach our adjustable measuring bar to the lower guide bracket. Make sure the slot in the other end of the bar is facing down when attaching to the bracket. Use the enclosed 1.5-inch bolt and lock nut, along with the 2 washers, to secure them together. The 2 washers are spacers and go on each side of the adjustable measuring bar inside the lower guide bracket attachment bar. Loosen the wing bolts up on the measuring bar and clip the slot onto the corner anchor that we just installed. Now, with the vertical guide bar still being in place through the upper guide bracket and the lower guide bracket, line them up together on the ground. We will now set our measuring bar distance. Hook your tape onto the corner anchor that we just installed and measure to the closest edge of the opening in the upper guide bracket. We want to maintain a distance of 80 inches between our post anchors for our fence panels in this video. Move the guide plates forward or backwards until you have 80 inches measured to the closest edge of the square opening in the upper guide plate. When you have 80 inches measured, secure the 2 wing bolts. Next, we will slide the whole tool in or out to the property line so that the 2-inch mark on the upper guide bracket is aligned with the string line. Then, use a wooden block and again pound the vertical post into the ground a couple inches or so. We already have the 2 brace and stake components attached to the vertical guide post with the 2.5-inch bolts and lock nuts. So next, we will pound the stakes in the ground at a 90-degree angle with the braces. Now, we will loosen the wing bolts on the braces and level the vertical guide post in both directions. It is easiest to level and secure the brace in one direction at a time. Then, secure the wing bolts, checking for level as you tighten the bolts. Lift the upper guide bracket. Place the anchor into the lower guide bracket, as we did before, with one of the sides that have the two fins attached to each other facing the vertical guide post. Straighten the anchor upright and secure the upper guide bracket around the anchor. Now, jackhammer the anchor into the ground part way and check it for square. Use the upper guide bracket to see how square the anchor is going into the ground. You will probably need to use a bar clamp to twist it one way or the other. Again, that's just because of the way these anchors are made. Continue hammering into the ground checking it for square as you go until the anchor box gets close to the lower guide bracket. You are now able to remove our installation tool like we did before and finish the jackhammering freehand. Our anchor installation tool will level the anchor in both directions, brace the anchor in both directions, locate the anchor the correct distance off the property lines, maintain the exact desired distance that you want between anchors, and help keep the anchor box square with the property line. There is nothing on the market that will compare to our anchor installation tool for speed and accuracy. Our anchor installation tool is not made to install post anchors in soil with large rocks. If a post anchor hits a large rock while being jackhammered into the ground, it will turn off course no matter what you try to do.